Dad and Luann, you've been together for almost as long as I can remember. You're going decades long and strong with the bond unsevered, though it did seem as though you would never pull that lever. And now you're in Florida, so I never again have to hear you complain about the weather. But we miss you up north, where the brave ones remain. Well, I guess we have no idea how to handle the hurricanes. What could ever possess one to move to this state? Is it to make sure all your friends are 78? It's not like you're safer. Between the palm trees out front and the whiskey set up in your foyer, I can't tell if you're trying to be Don Johnson or Don Draper. Dad, I couldn't be more honored right now as I stand here as your best man. And I look at you and Luann and your year-round Florida tans. You've always been my biggest fan, encouraging me to believe in myself and pursue my dreams, and lending your ear when I'm ripping apart at the seams, or when I need to chat, holla back to that TGI Fridays on the Post Road, where you had a knack to listen to me ramble and scramble through life's twists and turns, crashes and burns. You had my back from Jump Street, taught me how to stand the heat in the kitchen and to go down swinging, how to play baseball and tennis, and how not to be a menace to South Central Connecticut while drinking my juice in the hood. There has been no limit to the positive consequences that came from putting that first racket in my hand. Tennis taught me how to work my way out of a jam, to stick it to the man. I can't track it, the effect that racket had on my high school brackets, but I know I worked my way up to captain, leader of the pack, man. I gotta turn the page. Some of the best memories I have are with that team. I owe that to you because I was able to dare to dream. I wouldn't bother to ask for a better father because he doesn't exist. You were that shiznit who doesn't pitch a fit, has always treated me and others with respect. You've always supported my art, never acted trifling by stifling my art. Showed up at all my plays to see me play different parts, always willing to laugh at a good fart. And a groom can't go toasted without getting roasted, so you're always good for a knee-slapping laugh, like when your tooth flew off and this woman in the wheelchair cracked a smile, all the while your comb-over blowing in the wind. I'd love to see that again. Or that time that bird whacked you in the head with its turd. He saw the top of your head reflecting the sun and plops that white pellet down from his bum. Well, they do say that's good luck, and speaking of, Luann? We've been family for a long time. I'm happy this knot is finally tied. Though this sitch may be a bit unconventional, I can't even mention all the times your love and support has been pivotal, never trivial. I'm forever giving you that affection right back. Shout to Dad Z, who's almost 93. I'm glad you're here to keep us company. Half of you, the age range here really runs the gamut. Half of you were alive for the Titanic. What's up, Janet? And Steve? For shooting me? It's been a pleasure to get to know Tom and Wheezy. Don't call me Regis, Wheezy. And if you don't, I promise I'll never call Tom Cletus again. Uncle Tom, it was the Colony Grill you recommended, and so now I know who to blame if I become diabetic. And John Zazrovitz, you're great, but your permanent smile freaks me out. Even the Joker told you to tone it down. Instead of why so serious, he asked why so delirious. And how tall has your family got to be? Say hello to Chris, Dwayne, and LeBron for me. How come no one told me that there was a movie star in town, man? This is really astounding. Mr. Giamatti, I hope you could stay. You were amazing in Sideways. Did you win an Oscar? One would think you could afford pricier pants than Dockers. Where'd you get that shirt? Hot Topic? Diane, don't worry, I won't mention... I'm so glad you wore that shirt tonight. Diane, don't worry, I won't mention that you walked into a glass door today. Mr. Giamatti, just in case, please make sure she's okay. Doc and Nina, it's nice to see you every 20 years. Chris Peck, so glad you're here. I guess nobody made it clear that mustache should have been left in the 80s. But I'm not hating, do you? What's up, Davey? I wouldn't let your daughter too close to our friend Ignacio. He's pretty shady. Rick Turk, you're such a funny guy, who's lighted up so many of our lives. The story that I most remember, however, is that fateful September of 8th grade when your fear of the nuns caused you to relieve yourself during your run to the loo. What's up, Laney Boo? Rick and Elaine don't age. They look exactly the same. Elaine, my memory couldn't be clearer of watching you doing your makeup in the rearview mirror as you yelled at a guy in a pickup truck who cut you off by yelling, "What are you doing, you big canoe?" We still love you, too. A toast to the extended families and new friendships, and a raised glass to the ones who have left us. Dad, when I was in LA, Uncle Rick told me it's never easy. And it's never easy, peasy, breezy. I don't have money like Wheezy, or swagger like Jeezy, or the fashion of Yeezy. I don't expect anyone in the room to get those references in the previous sentences. But you've always made it a bit simpler to survive and thrive and not hinder my drive to make the most of this life. If I've learned anything in the last few years, it's to live truthfully and love loud. Love who you love, and despite all the fears, be happy, be proud. Once you found that boundless joy that a partner in true love brings, so with today's exchange of those rings and tonight's gathering, let's celebrate living in truth and loving loud. May the two of you have many more years of love and light, and when I look around tonight, I think it's understood that we don't all need to be blood to be family. Cheers.